And welcome back once again, ladies and gentlemen, here on the ESLOL, Division 1. I forgot the specific word, but to climb up to Division 1 tournament stream. We are in the lower brackets, second round, Rift Sloths versus PERTINAX, the revenge match for the Rift Sloths, and currently leading 2-0, and with that at match point. For that, I still have by my side the one, the only, the wonderful Preshtana. Welcome back. Yes.
Yeah, thank you. I'm back in business.
Back in business, and it is potentially the last game of tonight if the Rift Sloths are able to take it home once again. I just saw that PERTINAX is picking red side once again, so no change on that front. And we'll see if they reinvent their team comp, if they stay with one of the teams comp. Ooh, in any case, we are in Champ Select. That was a bit loud right now. But yeah, we are in Rift Sloths, currently going really strong. Played two rather different team comps. First one, very explosive, worked really well for them, although they took very long to finish. And in the end, second game, they decided to play the long game, play a slowly gearing up team comp, and that worked out as well for them. So maybe they just need to take their time, and they're able to get into it.
Yeah, and I'm kind of surprised that PERTINAX just chooses red side again. I mean, they lost 2 games in a row on red side. I would assume that blue side maybe would have been a plan just to try it on a different side, but
yeah.
They just do the salty run back basically. Kalista and Akali and Kha'Zix probably get banned, and on the other side, I believe the last ban last time after the Kindred was the Nico. No, what was the last ban? The Nocturne, right?
Nocturne,
right.
Yeah, right. They picked it game 1 for the Rift Sloths, went really well. Definitely paid off, so they are a bit scared of that. Yeah, don't change a winning team.
And it's exactly what I don't like to see from PERTINAX, that they just run back the same draft, but in this time at least they change up some champions, like the Varus, like the Nautilus, so we see a different draft from PERTINAX, but if that's changed stuff, I don't know. I mean, Jarvan would be an option against the Varus, I guess, and Braum would be an option against the Nautilus, but who knows if they want to draft like that.
That's a big question. Who is Ardafla going to be playing also this game? Ooh, okay, Sivir. I mean, the spell shield is going to come in handy here as well. You've got the wave clear, but I'm still a bit surprised to see a Sivir.
Yeah, I kind of like it. It works good against the Varus, it works good against the Nautilus, so why not? And they secured the Jarvan, which is good against the Varus, so just from this drafting perspective at the moment, it's definitely a good draft for Rift Sloths.
Yeah, definitely. Things are looking good. What is PERTINAX's answer going to be? I mean, they've had the Jarvan in game 1 versus the Varus, and it played really well. Makula on the Graves, he had a really good run last game. Early game, started to get into things, was able to take a good lead onto Shredded, but they weren't able to pick that up in the later stages of the game, unfortunately. Maybe this time against the Jarvan.
That could work out. The big question is, what will they pick together with it, and what will they ban? Okay, the Syra ban, Kristen actually plays some Syra and Zoroq. I think it was banned on the last series in the last game as well. And kinda it works into team comps which wants to run into them, so I understand that. There's like the LeBlanc ban for Merlin, which I think they used in game 1, right? So, and it's one of those mobile mid laners which can escape from Jarvan, so I like the ban. Gwen is being banned but still, I mean, there's Camille,
Yeah.
so, and Jax, so there's plenty of top lane room. And I will definitely would like to go for a counter pick on top lane just to maybe get like the harder time and not just to blind pick any tank now, because that's not really game winning for PERTINAX.
Yeah, I mean, you can kind of know what to expect from him, anyways. I have to see. At least this time around, the Gwen is banned. That's a start. Last game, none of Alexis. I mean, the Gwen wasn't banned. He picked it, and he did a phenomenal job in the mid to late game on that. Yeah, the Orianna for Merlin. Orianna was still open.
Yeah, I mean, probably Camille blind or something is a good idea for with SLOTHS, and then the question is, what do you want to have as an ADC, as a support? Leona or Braum, I don't know, something like that. Alistar could work. Just something in that regard as Leona. Just a Camille, in my opinion.
Yeah,
just
I mean,
a blind pick.
Worked well at game 1. I think Lex, anyways, even if he has a not too good matchup, is usually able to still have not losing lane, which on top lane already means miles, usually. So, yeah, there goes the Camille blind pick. Last time around, JJS answered it with set. It worked okay in the very early stages of the game, but eventually he wasn't able to compete much against it. I'll have to see if he goes for that again or decides to switch it up this time around.
Yeah, maybe Poppy. Yeah, Renekton also. Yeah, I think Renekton is like the skill matchup. If you are really good Renekton, then you can stomp a Camille. The Poppy would have made sense against Jarvan, Leona, Camille. So if you would like to add a tank, then Poppy would have been the go. But yeah, Renekton is fine. I assume. So let's see what he can do on the top lane. JJS. It's funny that Renekton in this series wasn't really a champion. Only Renekton's pick up end, and you most likely always like a good blind pick. In this case, he's just yeah,
but that's
just
Lex.
A counter pick.
Lex always prefers the split push champs. I mean, that's how I identify him. I can't really think of any not split push champions he's played often. I'd try to think about it. Do you?
I don't believe that he ever played something else. I can't hear you. I don't know why. I just see your lips move. There's no sound for me, I'm sorry. Huh? Okay, here I am, alone like always. Maybe nobody's nuts is joining me, who knows, but no, Lorik just with some technical issues. Maybe you saw it as well, that his lips moved, but there was no sound. At least I think he could hear me, so you should hear me as well. And with that, probably we go into game 3 anytime soon. Renekton, Camille, Jarvan, and Chris, Orianna, and Ari, Varus, and Sevia, and Nautilus, and Leona. Those are the 5 to 10 champions. And PERTINAX at the moment definitely not at their highest high. Struggle a lot at the moment, and they need some sort of a wonder to get back. They need a big team fight. They need some Drakes. They need so much to maybe get back into the series. It will be a tough time. It will be a really hard thing to accomplish. So let's hope for the best for PERTINAX. Even though we are Rift Entertainment, we like PERTINAX. So just pray and hope. Yeah, it's quite a pros. It's quite a break at the moment. Hopefully we are going into the in-game soonish, and see what happens. There we are. The Elite Series, and please in-game sound for in-game. And I hope that Loic is on his way.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Summoner's Rift. We have sounds, that's cool. Camille Renekton, what a classic. There's a meme if you guys want to Google it, where Nuguri, one of the best top laner of all time, Korean, actually drawed a picture in paint about Renekton Camille with wackel, 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 where the Renekton goes 3-0 against Camille. Just Google Nuguri Camille Renekton meme or something, and you will find it probably at Google Pictures. Anyway, is Loic there? I am. Okay. Okay. Then still some mic issues with my dear Loic. But I mean, I casted almost the full last best of 5 alone, so I mean, I can do a single game like a legend. Yeah, whatever. Here we are in the laning phase with those two teams, PERTINAX and SLOTHS. And Nasivia is a really interesting champion, but of course can't work. Oh, the hook goes wide. Leolas tried to poke back but couldn't, and both support with Aftershock. So there's plenty of tankiness. They are good trade mid lane. The Electrocute just hit it, and those level 1 trades are really good. Oh, they try to engage on them with the Ignite, with the Flash, with the Ghost, but in the end Leolas will survive. So we used 3 summoners just for a Flash on Leolas, which is kinda sad for SLOTHS, of course. I think they wanted to get a little bit more out of the situation, and now they are pretty defenseless. So we might see some action if Makala wants to gank it, but like I said, Graves is not really a ganking jungler, right? So probably not much to do there. But Leona is a pretty free target now without Flash.
Alright.
There's Loic.
Yes, I am back. I don't know why. My headset, the thing I have, is back, so there is sound coming in. For some reason, the computer didn't pick it up. I don't know. So now I'm on another headset. The mic quality is not as good as you might have discerned right now if you have ears at all. But yeah, I'm back anyways. And
it's nice to have you back.
It is nice to be back as well. So what I don't I haven't missed too much, I guess.
No, there was basically nothing happening. Just a level 2 play. Right about right now, SLOTHS getting a good trade.
Alright, yeah, first blood, sorry, I was a bit distracted here. First blood, but to Leolas, going on to the Nautilus, not always the optimal situation, but maybe on top lane, Lex's stun is not gonna hit. Nice flash from JJS, but that's flash out for the Renekton player here.
Yeah, that's a big bummer, especially because they can just regank it now that the Crocodile has no flash. And you already see on the minimap, Shredded does exactly that. Next hook shot, next combo, and this Crocodile is probably dead in tracks. Oh, Camille used a lot of mana. Oh, and
Ooh, no, that's too bad the flash doesn't hit, but the EQ from Shredded does, and there is some CC, and with that JJS should die, although survives quite long with the heal, but yeah, Shredded picks up that kill.
yeah, that was not really well played by Lex, but in the end it's good enough for the team. Now the Crocodile needs to use his teleport, but he will be there for the wave, so it's not too bad.
Yeah, indeed, and with that, the calm coming back to the Rift. Things are pretty even, not too much action going on, although Shredded, I believe, will slowly but surely bring some. I have a big freeze frame right now.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. Okay, the stream is well. Bit of lag coming in, but that's fine. Anyways, 1-1 in terms of kills. First one having gone to PERTINAX, but that was on Leola, so that's not that worth. JJS putting a lot of damage onto Lex here. It's pretty dangerous for the Camille player. And Drake is up.
Yeah, and now with level 6 of JJS, Camille needs to be a little bit careful, but she just lets push him in, and there's Bukan. Now on a Throne timing, but also Merlin was not there, so Drake gets started. Oh, maybe the steal? Does he want to go for it? Yeah, they pull it out. Shredded could still try to go for the steal, but no, he can't.
Makala confirms the Drake for PERTINAX, and with that, they are starting to slowly set a pace to the game, looking for the engage on the bot lane, but it's Mini that's going to tank that hook. Right in the mid lane with the charm, EQ hits, level 6 for Merlin, but the shockwave doesn't do much as Bukan picks up his first kill.
Yeah, well played, just punishing Merlin there, who still had flash, so but he got just caught by the charm, and after that the knock up, and then it was too late to flash. So well played. And now the Crocodile maybe in trouble. He is ulting to get more forever.
Yeah, he's over the wall, EQ hits, and Bukan just around the corner. The charm is going to hit as well. He picks up the kill on Shredded, however, but Lex is going to get the return kill. But that's good. 1-1 is always fine-ish.
Yeah, so much damage from the Crocodile, just deleting Shredded there.
Yeah.
But I mean, those junglers without any survivability, without any defensive items are in the early game just really squishy, because they have no defensive stats, no heal, no health, no armor and stuff. So just a well-timed one-shot there by JJS. So he's trading 1 for 1, and Rift used a lot of resources to kill him.
Yeah, and we have the engine on bot lane from Grizzon. We have the cleanser throw from Mr. Hub as he is getting middle life. Now the focus switched onto Leolas. The stun goes through the ignite as well with the Q. Enough damage, but Grizzon picks up that kill. They go for the tower dive onto Mr. Hub. They do get the kill, and Grizzon is even going to survive. Wow.
And that was a really good tower dive.
Yeah.
I mean, Adavla was really low, but good tower aggro there by Grizzon, and with that they just get 2 more kills for themselves in this game already. Looks really good for Rift Sloths. Every single lane is had, more or less, and with that it's the perfect start, you could say, for a game number 3 for Rift Sloths.
Yeah, definitely. JJS currently being a bit of a needle or a thorn in their side, though. Makla comes in, doesn't steal the blue, but they are 3v2. Pushing on to Legs and Shredded. Lolas is there, but not in time to get a nice hook angle. But they are 4 people around that Herald and are going to be able to go for it. Have to be careful. Expect the Sloths to counteract. They don't.
And I wanted to trap Grizzon there, but Grizzon just did not face check it.
Yep, Shredder queuing out, flashes out, survives. Grizzon comes in from the side, nice solar flare. They have the CC chain on Markalo, who flashes out, gets really low. Bakan is going to be able to pick up the kill. Leolas now has to be careful as Lex is onto him, but Pearly joined him up in the river. Is between Lex and Bakan, but JJS just around the corner is going to join in. Fury of the Sand still up. Grizzon getting a lot of damage from that shockwave as JJS keeps on pushing, flashes over the wall, gets away. Mr. Hub comes from the side, Q goes Ori. JJS flashes in to go on to Grizzon, but the CC from Lex, and nice charm from Bakan, and with that they should be able to get back at the Croc. Wow!
That was so unlucky for JJS. I mean, he tried to create for a kill. I mean, he always dies in this situation, but he wanted to still get 1 for 1 in this situation, but he couldn't. So well played by Rift, and with this little flip there by PERTINAX in at this Herald, I assume it's almost over. 3k. It reminds me of the first game in the series, and it's already over. I mean, this Camille 3-0, mid lane 3-0, bot lane is ahead in gold, and there's not much to be done here for PERTINAX.
Yeah, no. They are in a very rough spot. They do have the first Drake, but it's not gonna make up for a huge gold difference. And especially, yeah, you said 3-0 Camille. Bakan also 3-0'd. It's the first time in this series that he starts getting some early kills, and when he does, he can do some huge stuff. And well, Lex, of course, always. I mean, he's been huge both last games, and that was when not playing with a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, it's really crazy what Rift shows us here, and it's crazy if you think about it that PERTINAX won 3-1 against them in the last series, and now essentially they have not really a chance to even get one win in such a series. So Merlin,
Yeah,
maybe
nice
in trouble.
shockwave, but yeah, with the hunt, they're gonna be able to connect. But we have Lil just around the corner. Merlin is gonna die. It's a 3v3 currently as Bakan has joined in with the TP. We have a TP coming in from Legs as well. Ooh, Merlin is gonna die. That's a double kill. Triple kill going to Ardafla, and they keep on going. Makala is the next to fall, and JJ all alone now is gonna use Fury of the Stands, but die at the hands of Legs, and that's the ace at minute 11 for the Rift SLOTHS.
And it was an ace without Shredded. They just won 4v5 and crushed them, and now get platings and so many kills. Ardafla played it perfectly, just catered out like a madman, and then at the moment of dying, when JJS arrived at him, there came just a cool-headed stun from Grizzon, and he saved his ADC from dying. And even this first turret with all platings, no 4 legs, and it's just disaster for PERTINAX. They have no chance. This game is sadly over. 7k after 12 minutes. It's unwinnable for PERTINAX at this point.
Yeah, I mean, they really have to pull one up. Well, they might get that Drake. That is a first good step towards victory, but yeah, it's just rough. 6k gold at the 12th minute. That's for each 2 minutes. The enemy's got 1k gold lead, and that's just huge. And it's not even concentrating on one spot. It's actually perfectly divided between your 3 main carries. You have Ardafla with forward, you have Bakan going forward, you have Lex going forward. The Rift SLOTHS are currently having a perfect game.
No, it's not
in that
perfect
sense.
because they
Yeah,
lost,
the Drakes.
they lost 2 Drakes. It's not really perfect.
I realized it after I said it, was like, oh wait, not quite. But let's say stat-wise, in terms of their kills and death repetition, it's perfect. Like you have the engage that died and the carries that got the kills. Like, perfect.
Yeah, it's a good game. It's a good dominate game. It's like it's perfect for them in terms of they win a series here and get into the final. So there's plenty perfect things in this game, but perfect game. It's sadly not for them.
Yeah. I'll retract my comment from earlier. But this is really good for them. I mean, you get back at the enemy you struggled with in the first round here. You get it back at them really strong. And I think that's something that is playing in right now, especially on side of PERTINAX. It's really important in the best of 5 series, which we haven't mentioned yet, but the mental. At that point, look at this, they're looking for the kills. The kills aren't worth that much, but they're just gonna look at keeping going on to you, so you just lose all shred of hope in this matchup. And PERTINAX, having won the first series against them, taking a huge loss in game 1, taking a huge loss in game 2, the mental is at its wit's end here, I'm sure.
Yeah, and even for Dynasty to see the series right now, maybe from the back lines. Oh, Chrisen dies. Oh no.
Yep.
But
Chrisen dies.
maybe even Lex. Maybe even Lex is already dead. I don't know
Yeah,
who is in trouble there, but
had a bit of a time
it
skip.
was a little bit overconfident. But just look at this game from Dynasty perspective. They maybe not struggled against PERTINAX, but it was a series where they could have lost, right? And now they see that the Rift is just smurfing on them. And if I'm Dynasty and I see that I struggled a little bit and they just smurf, I maybe have a little bit of fear to face Rift again.
Yeah, definitely. That's not the kind of thing you want to see, like 2 days or 3 days, I believe, before your match against them. Especially since like Dynasty did really great in the summer playoffs versus the Rifters. I believe it was 3-2 in the end, so it was really close. But now you see this, and you're like, ooh, actually, this might be a bit rougher, especially since. Ooh, maybe an engage here onto Merlin, getting a lot of damage. Is gonna die. Shockwave does hit Grizzon, some damage falling. TP coming in the mid lane as well. We have the stun on Leolas, and we go onto the turret. Mr. Hub getting really low, but so is Shredded. Bukan coming in, might be able to pick up the kill on Mr. Hub. Yes, he does. And that's again 3 members down. Makala now is threatened, dodges very nicely. The Charmin is able to survive with that.
Yeah, well played. In the end, from Rift's loss, good dive, good turret, and with that they are 10k after 60 minutes. I don't want them to play a 31-minute game. If they need 15 more minutes, then something is wrong with Rift's loss. They are just so far ahead that they can basically finish with a good Baron. So it should be a 20-minute game, in my opinion. And not much longer, 22, 23 minutes maybe. It shouldn't go to the 30-minute mark.
Yeah, I agree. They can just keep on taking these fights and then push right after that. I hope we see a pentakill from Adafla. I had hoped he would get a pentakill early on when they got that ace. He could have. Got really close. But honestly, right now, he's having the time of his life on that Sivir. Like, he is... No, he's tied with Merlin in CS. But that means he's really good in CS in the game, and he's just going 7-0.
Yeah. This 7-0, that's so massive. And so the chains go wide. It's the third Drake, essentially, and PERTINAX tries to play for it. But, I mean, this soul isn't even good. That's the sad thing about it. I mean, it's just Cloud Soul, so you essentially, you have no win condition with it.
They don't make... I mean, it works well for the Renekton, I guess, but all the rest of them, they couldn't care less about the Cloud Soul, essentially. And the Rift Sloths take 2 turrets with that.
It's not only that maybe their champions not use it too well, but it's just all about... It's not a soul which solo carries.
Look at that!
It's just movement speed.
Yeah. And Lex just, like, imploded onto Mr. Hub, but now, yeah, 2v1 is a bit risky. He's looking for the kites here. We have Leolas joining in, gets over the wall, collateral damage is going to finish him off. But in the meantime, the rest of the Rift Sloths can simply do Herald, because PERTINAX just mobilized more than half their team to stop Lex.
And Lex still got a kill, I mean...
And he still got a kill.
The 1-for-1 is still good enough for him. And... yeah, it's crazy what he does at the moment. And I mean, we have 2 items on almost everybody on Rift's side. On the other hand, on PERTINAX, they still have just 1 item, so they will just lose every single fight because of too much damage by the enemy team.
Yeah, I mean, you could say that stat-wise the difference is the double, like the damage they get from items. It's such a huge difference, and I mean, Bekan also already has a needlessly large rod, which in itself already gives such a huge buff. Or you have the BF sword on Ardafla, which also on itself already gives a huge buff in terms of damage. And look at that, the waves are nothing to the Sivir here. Oh, good flash timing.
Yeah, it was
Pretty lucky.
but that's what it is sometimes.
Yep.
Sometimes you need luck. And now top lane and bot lane will get pushed in. Oh, Dafla maybe in trouble. He is alone in the dark.
Yeah, flashes away, gets close to Grizzon. Merlin flashes behind him, nice shockwave, and they pick up the shutdown with the collateral damage. That's nice.
Hey. I mean, Adafla is one of the most important members of this team, so killing him definitely helps. And now with the Herald and with Camille on the sideline, they can try to push.
Shredded goes in onto Mr. Hub and Merlin. Lots of damage coming from the Cataclysm, but he's not able to survive long enough for his team to join up. Mr. Hub is going to die. We have Lex who TP'd in. Bekan in a threatening position is going to die at the hands of JJ. Yes, Grizzon and Lex are now, however, there to maybe get the return kill on the Renekton player with the CC, but he survives for so long. He might be able to get Grizzon though. Now he won't. And he's dead. That was a huge and good fight from PERTINAX. I mean, they came out, I believe, 3-3 and got a bunch of shutdown out of this. However, Lex is still alive and he's gonna finish that inhib together with the Herald. And that might be a huge cost in the end.
Yeah, I mean, Adafla got caught with him. The team fight wouldn't have been close. And now they can just turn to the Baron and get whatever they want. They just gave up some shutdowns, all except one, so some money is back into the hands of PERTINAX, but it's still 10k gold on the Baron. Is being threatened by SLOTHS. And after the Baron I should send Lex maybe bot lane, or just group with 5, just try to use Camille as a catching tool. She's so strong and just piercing someone with the ultimate, with the extra ultimatum, and just using her as an engage, as a catch component.
Absolutely. Yeah, Makala finds some damage onto Grizzon, but I mean, he's not the prime target. He's not the one you're looking for, but I believe Ardafla now is not gonna be in such conspicuous positions anymore after what happened last time. I mean, 5v5 they're sure to win, and yeah, we have it. The purchase on Leolas does it. Mr. Hub is also gone and dies in a matter of seconds. There's already 2 members down, but they do get the kill on Ardafla. JJ has still a huge threat for the Rift SLOTHS, but it's no use. They're able to kill him in the end as well, and Makala all alone does try to get away, but he won't. Shredded and Grizzon are on his tail, and yeah, you just don't get easily away from Leona, and that's the ace for the Rift SLOTHS. And Bekan already TP'd into the base. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, Rift SLOTHS pick up the 3rd game of this best of 5 series with PERTINAX and qualify for the finals versus Dynasty.
Yeah, well played by Rift SLOTHS, a 22-minute game. That's exactly what I wanted to say, what I wanted to see, and they did everything they needed to do to win such a game.
Yeah.
GG, baby.
GG, well played indeed to both teams. PERTINAX did show that they still had some fight left in them in every single game. I mean, they always try to look for the angle, and sometimes they found something, but it just wasn't enough in the end.
Yeah.
But and with that, this series comes to an end. It was a quick one, 3-0 for the Rift SLOTHS. And for Stana, we say goodbye to our viewers tonight, and we invite them, of course, back for the finals on Tuesday 19th, 19 or 7 p.m. depending on which hour method you use. We'll see you guys here on the Rift Entertainment Twitch channel for the finals, Rift SLOTHS versus Dynasty rematch of the Summer Split playoff finals to see who will come out as champion and be able to go up to Division 1. Alright, see you soon.